I fully recognize that a not insignificant number of Trump voters didn't specifically sign up for this. They thought he was mostly bluster. They talked themselves out of holding him accountable for January 6th. They convinced themselves that his 34 felony convictions were politically motivated, or maybe they just didn't really understand him. All because they were clinging longingly to memories of 2016 to 2020 for all the infections and death and violence, and before inflation exploded our cost of living. If we just allow this to be true, whether we forgive it or not doesn't matter. I just need these people to understand how much wildly unnecessary trauma has been inflicted on the country as a result. Because nothing, and I mean not a single goddamn thing he has done, has anything to do with anything that went well from 2016 to 2020. Millions of small business owners are now paying import taxes on the goods that they build and sell. Kilmar Abreu Garcia, the father of an American citizen and the husband of an American citizen, was arrested without cause, sent to a terrorist prison, flown back to the United States on judge's orders, reunited with his family, and then detained again. And now that psychopath Kristi Noem is threatening to deport him to Uganda. They don't speak Spanish in Uganda because it's in Africa, all in forcing millions and millions of dollars in charges to taxpayers and inflicting PTSD-level trauma on his wife and child in Maryland, all because Trump and his little trolls are absolutely incapable of admitting when they fucked up. Instead, they're trying to make us pay for their efforts to save face. On top of that, tens of thousands of federal employees without their careers, over 100 lives lost, including dozens of little kids, and those floods in Texas, all because Republican state officials couldn't figure out how to warn people. Trillions in new debt that our kids are going to have to figure out a way to pay off. Also, Trump could extend tax cuts for rich people that economists have proven over and over again to have been almost entirely ineffective in driving economic activity. And of course, $1 trillion in cuts to food and healthcare for those in the working class struggling most. So far in the first 8 months of this disaster of a presidency, thanks entirely to Republican voters, we have had to watch Trump operationalize his nationalist authoritarian hate, all while doing exactly fucking nothing for the working class.